When you start making yourself top priority, your whole life will slowly start unfolding the way that you've always wanted, and your intuition and your highest self wants you to get there, to experience. Because what's happened is your whole entire life, you've given your life, your energy, your soul away to other human beings because you thought that's just what you're supposed to do. Maybe you got married, maybe you're in a relationship, maybe you had a kid, and then you put on 30, 40 pounds, and the husband, you put on 30, 40 pounds since you and your lady first started dating when you were young bucks at that 21 years old, you feel me? Guys were looking all good. But then you get comfortable. Comfort is the enemy. Ego could also be your enemy, which the ego is just your best friend who keeps you alive. That's all it is, okay? So you have some memory, so you don't cross the street and get hit by a car, you feel me? It's there to keep us alive. It's for survival. But that ego is also a memory bank for you. So all of that, those mean comments of people that made on you when you were in school, maybe you were a slow reader, maybe you didn't have the best clothes and you just showed up to school because that's how your parents dressed you. You didn't know. Maybe you have a deformity, or maybe something happened to you where you're different. And then it creates these insecurities. And then you start thinking less of yourself because of that ego, right? Because from the ages of 0 to 7, you're basically in fantasy mode. You're fantasy, because look at a child, look at a baby, look at their eyes, they light up inside. If you just look at them, they literally light. It's like you're looking at God and you have this connection. It's the most beautiful feeling in the world. Babies, we can learn so much from them. They're fearless, they're observant, they're loving. That's how I know our God made us out of love. See, but part of this game is we are to experience that type of roller coaster, because from the ages of 0 to 7, this is science stuff, I won't geek out you on this, but we are in a fantasy land. That's why everything we see and believe at that age, like mermaids or maybe unicorns, like my ex actually thinks they exist, but they do in her world, you see, her fantasy world. And you have beliefs that you actually believe that are true, and that's, I think, beautiful. Even though you can't physically see it, it's out there. I used to be the one like, oh, that stuff doesn't exist, you don't see it, aliens, like we're the only ones out here, because we couldn't see it with my eyes. We're here experiencing this reality based off our 5 senses: taste, touch, smell, sight, whatever the 5th one is. Thank you, whoever told me. So we're experiencing this reality off these sensations we have, which gives us emotions. And these emotions are stored in our tank, our storage tank, okay? So they're for memories. So we know the apple from the tree. God knew that crispy apple on the tree was going to be eaten because we had to eat it. We had to experience it. We had to taste that bitch. You know, it's crispy, it's good, it tastes delicious, and our body needs the sugar, that type of sugar. I'll talk about the difference between different sugars and fiber and what you should be eating and shouldn't, but I got a lot of wisdom to share, so I'm going to just throw it out there in the universe, and whoever this lands on, I'm so happy you found me. Congratulations. You found a beast, a living, breathing beast in this reality, who's beasting it up as best as he can. I've lived every sin, I've done everything you've done, I've thought of everything that you've done, I've made bad choices, even though when I knew it was bad and I shouldn't have done it, I still did it, and I did it multiple times. But here's what I'm learning: you have to learn from those mistakes to evolve, to upgrade in your game. Because if you're watching this, you're the main character in your game and you don't know it. You may not know it. You're witnessing me in my game. I'm the God, I'm the king, I'm the alpha, I'm the omega of my game, my reality, my world. And I say that because I only know what I'm experiencing with my experience. I can't assume that other people like you are experiencing the same thing that I am. Because what I'm learning is not everyone sees the world the same way that I do. So when I say I'm a beast, I'm figuring myself out. And when I say you have to find unconditional self-love, that's what I mean by that. You have to break down that unconditional self-love part more, okay? Because I was like you, I hear this, oh, you have to find self-love. I'm like, well, I think I love myself. I mean, shoot, like when I masturbate every night, I make love to myself and it feels amazing. And it's like, I love myself in that moment, right? So, you know, that's what I thought love was. But unconditional self-love is you have to go deep within and shut your eyes, find the stillness. Because right now we're experiencing everything off our senses. So externally, we're seeking outward, but you must seek inward. As above, so below. What I think, therefore I am. Okay? So as you start doing this, you start learning about yourself. You're learning about how your brain works. You're learning about how you're wired. You're learning about your parents, if they're still alive. You want to ask them questions about themselves, and you want to ask them questions about their parents. You see? Because the more you learn about your parents and the generational trauma or the passed down generational crap that seems to be a revolving pattern, well, because it is. And part of your quest, my quest too, and how do I know this? Because this is what I'm living through right now. And think of this as my diary. And I'm talking to myself right now because I'm my highest self. And I'm my younger self watching this. And my younger self is watching this and going, damn, that guy knows what he's talking about. So me, I'm watching myself, but I also hope that you, who I don't know, you human being, you beautiful soul, you are beautiful. You are created. You're magical. Do you understand that? Do you know the odds of just you even see me right now? You should be lit up inside, because I'm lit up inside. The fact that I know that another human being who's never met me before is actually going to just be scrolling, you know, doing your thing, and to see this beautiful face just come up, like, I can't help but stop moving that fast ass thumb. You feel me? More like a pause on that bitch. Because I'm sharing my wisdom with you. Because I want you to do better. I want you to be better. And I want you to feel better. I know the feeling of waking up every day feeling like crap, can't get out of bed. You're limping because you're inflamed, but you think that it's just normal. And you go and you get your sugary coffee drink and get your donut and just head on to work. Driving in that fucking traffic and like, damn, what's that feeling I get inside? And you get panic attacks. Don't know what a panic attack is at the time. Sweating, stress. I was waking up in constant stress hormone. My body was just and drenched with the stress hormone. How do I know this? Because now I wake up, I don't feel like that. So I'm like, oh my God, how did I live my whole life thinking that's just the way it is? And anxiety, I didn't know what that was. You know why? Because they don't teach you that stuff in school. Our parents don't understand and teach us like, hey, you're going to have different experiences and feelings in your body as you're growing. I know the stuff you're learning in school is all kind of the basic stuff, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what I mean? 2, 2 equals 4. That's the basic stuff. And to talk and to learn, to communicate, articulate, and to have conversations so we can share and connect with one another and learn and grow. Because if we're not doing this, we're not helping each other. We can't just keep it all to ourselves like we're keeping some secret. Even if it's a money-making secret, you put it out there. You help others. Do that. Don't keep it to yourself. You know why? Because it's karma you're building. And in your game, you think that you're winning right now. But hey, that karma is going to turn around because nothing lasts. Everything changes, no matter what it is. You could be a complete state of bliss right now. You could, how much time? You could be 30 seconds. Everything changes. How did I start this conversation? See, there's so much wisdom. I'm not scripted, so I'm just going organically. This is fresh. This is all me. You're getting me. Pure. Be authentic. Be real. And this is what I'm going to be with you. And if you mess with me, I mess with you too. My time's up, so I'm going to see you in a little bit.